Good evening. I'm Phil Sorensen, and I'm with the Pierce County Prosecutor's Office. I'm the Assistant Chief Criminal Deputy, and I'm here on behalf of Mark Lindquist, who's your elected prosecutor, and he's in Olympia today and into this evening dealing with some legislation that's important to all of us regarding protecting children and child pornography. Regarding the issues tonight, there's nobody in Pierce County who's more concerned about wrongful convictions than Mark Lindquist and the people in his office, me included, the elected prosecutors around the state, and every prosecutor that I know. We have zero interest, and in fact, we strive to make sure that the cases that we're presenting are fair and that they are put together in a way that we're able to collect and present the best evidence to support the charges that we've brought. Every day, law enforcement brings cases to our office. We'll get 10,000 referrals a year of people that law enforcement want charged with felony crimes. Every day, we evaluate the cases that are brought into our office, and every day, we make decisions about whether this case is sufficient to go forward. Is there any likelihood that we'll be able to convict a person beyond a reasonable doubt based on the evidence that law enforcement has collected? We make those decisions every day. Over the course of a year, we're going to charge about 6 out of every 10, on average, cases that come in our door as felony prosecutions. The remainder of those we're not charging either because, well, for a variety of reasons, but chief among them is we don't think we can prove a case against a particular person. Not necessarily something didn't happen and this person is responsible, but we don't think that we can prove it. The word exoneration has been used and the word innocence has been used. People are innocent until they're proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. As prosecutors, we have the burden of proving every element of every crime that we charge beyond a reasonable doubt. The Court of Appeals then reviews virtually every conviction that we get and makes an assessment of whether somebody made a mistake during the course of that prosecution. Did the prosecutor commit an error? Did the defense lawyer do something ineffective? Did a witness speak out of turn? Did a juror do something inappropriate? Did a judge make a mistake on the law? They review all those cases day in and day out. And from time to time, the Court of Appeals reverses convictions because somebody made a mistake. In the case of James Anderson, the fellow who was convicted in 2005, 2004, of the robbery in Pierce County. He was convicted at trial. He represented himself. The issue in his case was basically, I didn't do it, I wasn't there. The jury had the opportunity to watch a videotape of the robbery and the robber, and had the opportunity to watch James Anderson in the courtroom as he questioned witnesses, and as he questioned the expert witness who dealt with the videotape of the robbery. The jury had the opportunity to listen to the alibi witness that he presented, his girlfriend. They completely disbelieved her. They completely got how James Anderson was the robber based on his mannerisms in court compared with the video. That's what the jury said afterward. The Court of Appeals doesn't have any access to that. What the Court of Appeals did have access to was a probation log. And it's true that he was charged with ultimately 2 robberies. The first robbery we dismissed, not because Mr. Anderson got any documents, but because we went out and procured them from the probation office, and we dismissed that charge when we were convinced that he couldn't have done it. The second case went through trial, through conviction, through an appeal, and when this newly discovered evidence was presented to the Court of Appeals, the Court of Appeals didn't say, we're dismissing this case. The Court of Appeals didn't say he's innocent. The Court of Appeals did say, well, there's a 12-hour window when he was in Los Angeles until the robbery. He was in Los Angeles at 12 in the morning. The robbery happened at noon, so there's a 12-hour window when he could have left Los Angeles and gotten to Tacoma. And at some point, he did return to Los Angeles. What the Court of Appeals said was they didn't believe the girlfriend. But if they had had that document from the probation department, maybe they would have. Maybe it would have changed the outcome of the trial. So they reversed because of that. Anderson did request that we investigate that. Our prosecutor spoke directly with the probation department and asked specifically about this time frame. Was he here? No, he wasn't in Los Angeles. We don't have any record of him being in Los Angeles during the time period you're asking about. We affirmatively, before trial, went out and tried to seek that information, and we didn't get anything. The Innocence Project did. Then the Court of Appeals reverses, and every time a reversal happens, the prosecutor is put in a position, well, is this a case worthy of going forward or not? Is the conviction, is the crime serious enough that we want to continue with this prosecution? Is it too difficult to recreate the prosecution? Do we have the wrong person? Are we prosecuting the wrong person? Is this person actually exonerated? Are they innocent? We make those decisions every day when a case gets reversed. Rarely is a case reversed because the Court of Appeals is saying he's innocent. The Court of Appeals is more frequently saying somebody screwed up, and because of that screw up, he could have been prejudiced. She could have been prejudiced. So we're going to set things straight. So the prosecutor in Pierce County, Mark Lindquist, the Association of Prosecuting Attorneys believes that the funding that's being requested with regard to innocent people is appropriate, and they support legislation to that extent. So if somebody's truly innocent and proven truly innocent, we're certainly supportive of restoring them where they should be, not just free citizens, but compensated citizens as well. Prosecutors believe in innocent until proven guilty. Prosecutors practice it every day. It's part of our code of conduct. It's part of what I am held to as a standard every day. So that's a little bit about what we do. Thank you very much.